Hello, YouTube. What's up? It's Melanie back with Melanie Loves Death Metal. This is probably going to be my third final video of the week, possibly of the year. Maybe. We'll see. So 2021 has been an insane year for death metal. Just, you guys have seen my channel. I've shown off a lot of amazing music on here, a lot of underground stuff. And it's been a lot to keep track of, not gonna lie. So I tried to pull a list of my favorite EPs and demos this year, and it was incredibly hard. So this video is gonna be basically just a recap of the year. In terms of underground death metal, the bands that I've shown on here, some of my favorite EPs and demos, probably not all of them. I'm probably going to miss some. So if you're a band or a label or anybody like that I know watches this channel, these videos, and I forget to shout you out, I'm sorry. Just again, there's so much stuff. But I am going to do a video probably sometime in January of things that I may have forgot to talk about for my year-end lists. I've already remembered a couple of things that I left off my last two videos that I just did. So it's coming. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm not going to number these or anything like that. So no fun subtitles this time around. That was a editing pain in the ass. So it's going to be a pretty relaxed video. Just hang out, talk about music, talk about how great of a year this year was, talk about some of my favorite EPs and demos, and some of the best underground death metal that is out there right now. So we'll get started right now. I did pull some stuff off of my shelves to show you guys in physical format. So we'll get started with the first one. This is an amazing grindcore. I guess it's an EP. Is it considered an EP? I don't know. I am so bad with this stuff. So anyway, out on Frozen Screams. Frozen Screams is definitely one of my favorite underground labels right now, and I did a whole video on them, so please check them out. But this is the Bestial Tongues Deconsecrated album that came out this year. Amazing grindcore album. I still listen to this a ton. Nice orange tape. I've showed this off on here several times. I've talked about these guys several times on my Instagram. One of those bands that I want more people to know about. I think you'll really enjoy them, especially if you're into grindcore music. It is a very, very good, very, very good tape, and I've really enjoyed this year. So definitely check this out if you haven't yet, because it is worthy of your ears. And again, Frozen Screams, I think these still might be in stock too. So nice little tape that you can pick up for yourself for Christmas. I'm actually going to talk to the label and see if maybe I can do a special giveaway. So, because I do want more people to get his stuff into their hands. But if you're looking for Frozen Scream stuff, if it's sold out on his Bandcamp, check out Grease Trap Records. They always have a big stock of Frozen Screams. I was able to get the Flesh Driver tape that I've been waiting for months to get off of there. So, and I will link Grease Trap's website in the description. I will probably not link all of these things because it'll just take forever. So if there's something on here that I showed and you want to know where to find it, just leave a comment and then I'll paste where to find it. For the most part, you can pretty much find all this stuff on Bandcamp. So the next one is another Frozen Screams one, another release that I absolutely love this year. And I think this is also an EP, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably incredibly wrong. I don't know. Don't hold me to it. Is this new Bog Monster, Hell is Full. So I admittedly haven't talked about this a whole lot on the channel. I wish I had. Again, there's just so much stuff coming out, but this is incredible. Very good death doom metal. I don't know a whole lot about the band. A really nice blue tape. This has been amazing, and I still listen to this quite a bit. So one note, and I will show this towards the middle of the video, I'm going to pop up my Bandcamp. I'll show you how you can follow me on there. All of this music that I bought is there, so if there's anything that I call out on there, that's another way you can go and find and listen to it. But again, Bog Monster is very good. If you're into Death Doom, you'll enjoy this. It is a very good album, so this is definitely one of my favorite releases of the year. So Frozen Screams has put out several things that I really love, but I pulled pretty much 3 of my favorites, and the next one is another one that I've talked about on here a couple of times already, and I said this immediately as soon as I heard it. It was going to be my favorite demo, one of my favorite demos of the year, and this is the new Blemish demo. So Blemish is another grindcore band from New Jersey. This is incredible. Man, when I first heard this, I was so blown away. I'm so new to like the grindcore stuff. It's not really a genre I really dove fully into, but I absolutely love this. So they recently just put out a split with Bestial Tongues on Frozen Screams. That's available. The pre-order is up for tape. I'll show you that towards the end of the video. But this is so good. I don't know if this is sold out, but again, you can try Grease Trap Records if it is, because they probably have copies of it. But this is very, very good. Definitely check this out. And it comes with a nice little slip cover. So, Frozen Screams, again, one of my favorite underground death metal labels. They put out so many good things. There's another tape they put out this year called Kalia, was really good. Mortuary Hammer is another one that I absolutely loved. I'm probably missing a couple other ones. Dead and Dripping was another one, which I actually don't own that tape. I should probably get on that. But again, great stuff. So moving on to the next one is... This is pretty much a brand new one within my collection. I would say in terms of sentimental value, this is one that I will probably hold on to for a long time. Forever grateful for Joss Allen, but his band, Body Asphyxiation Science, his new EP that just came out and has just been announced to be released on Gurgling Gore as well. So this was put out on Brutal Cave Productions. So this was a European pressing that I snagged because I wanted to support him. So yeah, again, really, really good dissonant death metal riffs, all that stuff, space themed. It's really good. So go over to Gurgling Gore's Instagram and check out the teaser. Joss Allen also posted it. It's a really, really cool teaser. I thought that it was really, really creative. And I'm really excited that Gurgling Gore is going to be pushing out one of their releases. So this is called Space Adaptation Syndrome. Very good. And it's pretty much new into the collection, but I've been listening to this quite a bit. So check out Joss Allen. He wrote the opening song for my channel, so I'm just forever grateful. As you guys know, and I've talked about this several times on the channel, Gurgling Gore is just one of my favorite underground death metal labels. I am a huge Gurgling Gore fangirl, as you could say, and he's put out a ton of stuff this year. Technically, I think some of it's been a lot of represses in terms of they've already been released, and he just repressed them on tape. But I'm gonna pull up the Bandcamp page. Sorry, you're probably getting a really weird look right now. But I wanted to show, because oh man, I'm struggling right here. Okay, so out of the sake of the video and stuff, and the fact that I don't have like a massive hoard of stacks back here, I didn't pull everything off the shelf that I've bought off Gurgling Gore this year, but I do want to talk through some stuff that I've gotten this year that I absolutely love that he released, that was released in terms of my favorite EPs and demos. So to start off, again, some of the stuff was pressed, last year, so it doesn't technically count. The new Thesis, this EP was incredible, so definitely check this out. I really enjoyed this year. I thought I pulled that. Maybe I didn't. Sorry about that. Again, Necrony is a great release that Gurgling Gore did, but this technically was released, back in the 90s, so it was repressed. But next up is also Puke Wraith. So I've talked about this on here. These guys from Fumes, it's a side project. Brendan Dean, Jesus, Brennan Dean, whatever. Brendan. There we go. This is his little death metal project that he did. Very talented guitarist, very talented musician. This has been one of my favorite EPs this year. I've listened to this a ton. I absolutely love this, so definitely check this out if you haven't. It is so good. It actually might be sold out, but definitely it's worthy of hitting him up on Instagram. I think it's sold out. It's not letting me. Yeah. Definitely reach out if you're looking for this and see if they can be found anywhere else. Gurgling Gore releases are typically hard to come by. They sell out fast. Such as limited pressing. So, but this is definitely one of my favorite releases on Gurgling Gore this year. So the next one, obviously, is Parallax Occlusion, which I have talked about several times on here. I also have the vinyl, but I just popped out the tape, popped out the CD. Gurgling Gore did put out a tape version of this as well, but the CD is put out on Demember Morte, I can never say their name, and then the vinyl is put out on Blood Harvest. So this was an incredible EP this year. I absolutely love these guys. They're from Canada. They've put out some of my favorite music these last 2 years. Just something that I listen to quite a bit. So again, if you haven't jumped on this yet, please do so. It is worthy. It looks like some of the stuff is already sold out. The tapes are probably sold out, but they've been coming and going. There's been a lot of represses, so keep an eye on the socials for that if you're looking for this. And I think there still might be some black vinyl available on Blood Harvest if you want to snag the vinyl. So yeah, again, Gurgling Gore, thank you so much for putting out some amazing music. The next one is Mutilation Barbecue, which I've talked about on here. I loved this release. It's pretty new. It's one of the newer ones. Great stuff. I showed this recently in a Death collection update. Check this out as well. This was another fun release this year. So yeah, Gurgling Gore. And right now there's some Pharmacist repress. There's this nice split with Pharmacist and Fluids that just got put out. So if you haven't snagged these, do it. They're amazing. So Gurgling Gore, thank you once again. Another amazing underground death metal label that I talk about on here all the time has put out some of the best death metal this year for just as a whole. So all right, moving on. This next one, again, another amazing EP. I've talked about it on here several times. This is Stench Collector with Effluvitorium du jour. I don't know, you guys. Your death metal album names are just mind-boggling sometimes. So anyway, I've actually snagged this on vinyl as well. I absolutely love the vinyl pressing that I have, by the way. It's got a really cool silk screen image on it. But the guys were kind enough. They saw that I talked about it. I shouted them out in here. So they sent me a tape copy. So I'll show that on here. This is out on Redefining Darkness. I think these might be completely sold out. But this is some of my favorite artwork to date. I just love it. This is an amazing, amazing EP. I love it. I love these guys to death. You don't understand. Like when I find a band that I absolutely love, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to support them like crazy. So I'm excited for more music to be put out by these guys. So again, thank you guys. An amazing year for you. Thank you so much for the tape. And I think I listen to this more now than I do the vinyl, which is funny. Tape is just so much easier. Just pop it in. Don't have to, deal with the needle and all that stuff. So, okay. So moving on. More Redefining Darkness greatness. Also, the tape was put on in Caligari. And then there was also, there was a vinyl. And I don't know if Redefining put it out. It's impossible to find. I'm still on the hunt for it. I really want this on vinyl. But Coffin Mulch with Septic Funeral, band out of the UK. This is incredible. I think I've been pumping this up for months on this channel. I've given away the tape a couple of times now. So these CDs can be found pretty much anywhere. I think I got this off of Hell's Headbangers because I just wanted the CD format. I think the tapes are completely sold out in Caligari. But so if you're looking for this, I'm sure you can find it in distros and stuff like that. But this was incredible. I absolutely loved this release this year. I love this band. I cannot wait for more music to be put out by them. And again, if you know where I can buy this vinyl, please tell me, because it has been one that I have been on the hunt for ever since it came out. It's sold out super quick. And it's just the ones that are on Discogs, unfortunately, the shipping is just not worth it for me at the moment. So another amazing EP this year. Some of these members are from the band Jupiterian. Some amazing, amazing dark death doom is Fossilization. I've talked about them on here several times. This is the Everlasting Spew CD, and then the tapes were put out on Transylvanian Recordings. So this is incredible. I absolutely love this. I've talked about this. I think I actually gave away a couple of tapes of this too for some of my giveaways. So please check this out. This was another one of my favorites. And like I said, CD on Everlasting Spew. Everlasting Spew puts these really nice like poly bags over their CDs, and I really enjoy it. And it's just a nice added touch, but people generally toss them. I keep them on all of mine. So nice touch, guys. But yeah, Fossilization. This was absolutely incredible. I loved that. I listen to this so much already still. So again, I had this on tape and CD. I got the CD, so just extra support. I do that. So another one that was also put out in Caligari for tapes, and then for Everlasting Spew for the CDs, was Disembodiment, the boys from Canada with Mutated Chaos. This is another one that I've talked about on here several times. I think I also gave this one away. Amazing band. I love their style. It's different. It's not in the vein of, you know, they have their own style. They have their own sound. It's hard to say who they sound like or anything like that, but I've really, really enjoyed this. These guys have shown some great support to me as well this year. So shout out to you guys for putting out an amazing EP this year. I absolutely love this, and I cannot wait for more music to come out. So again, Everlasting Spew, and then the tapes were on Caligari. So if you're looking for Everlasting Spew titles and you're in the US, Night Shift Merch has them, and then Indie Merch has them. I got these off of Night Shift Merch. It was easier because they're in Florida. It gets to me a lot faster. But Indie Merch also does. So if you're on the lookout for that, they also sell out pretty quick. You'd be surprised. Some of these releases, I got 2 new releases in, which are going to go in the Meta Collection update, which that is probably going to be my final video for the year. I'm definitely going to record that today. So you'll see, I'll talk about those. They probably would have ended up on a year-end list if I had listened to them a lot sooner, but we'll talk about that. So next up, Sewer Rot Records, another underground death metal label that is very, very good to me. They're very supportive. Shout out to Frank, who is always messaging me, always talking to me. He's also in Soul Devourment. They put out some other great, just phenomenal music this year, but this one was easily one of my favorite releases that they put out this year, which is Mortuary Spawn, another UK new wave of British death metal spawned from the Mortuary. So this was put out also on Dry Cough Records on tape, and then Sewer Rot picked it up and they pressed it on tape and CDs. I grabbed the CDs because I heard that there was some extra additional artwork on here, which I actually do buy physicals for a big portion of that, for the artwork. Kyle, who is a part owner of Sewer Rot, does a lot of the graphic design and stuff like that. So when they were on Ken's Death Metal Crypt, he talked about some additional artwork that you can get. So of course I snagged the CD from them. So I'm probably going to start buying the CDs from Sewer Rot now for that reason, because that artwork is massive. So this is real good. And a big shout out to several of my friends on Instagram that sent this to me and said, you have to check this band out. They're awesome. I had never heard of them. I think Mark G, you were one of them. Liam, you probably were one of them. Somebody else. I know there was a couple other people. So thank you guys for putting this on my radar. This is fantastic, and I absolutely love this. So in the vein of Sewer Rot, I again have a million of their releases, and I didn't pull them all off of the shelf because I was trying to just, get as much physicals in my hand. But we'll go to their Bandcamp and I will show you guys some other amazing stuff that they have come out with this year. I'm still waiting on some of these things, so that's why I don't have the physicals. They're still pre-orders. They haven't been dropped yet. So let me pull up the trusty old Bandcamp. So Maimed is a release that has come out. This is really good. Still waiting on that. Gore Embraced. I cannot wait to get this. This is very good. Check this out. This physical has not come in, as well as this Slime Lord that's still pending. Charnel Grounds, I showed on a collection update. I think this actually technically might have came out last year. I don't remember, but that's also very good. Sewer Fiend was another amazing release this year. I know I've showed that on here. I don't know why I didn't pull the tape. Sorry about that, guys. That's another amazing Death Doom EP that came out this year. So amazing stuff from Sewer Rot. The other two that I need to call out are Cryptum and Dower. These came out pretty early on in the year. I also have those. I don't know why I didn't pull those either. Sorry about that. These two are great. So Cryptum is from Joliet, Illinois. I'm from Illinois, so check them out. Dower, these two were also amazing EPs and demos. So again, Sewer Rot, just an amazing underground death metal label. They put out some amazing stuff this year. Check them out. Forever grateful for all your guys' support. So moving right along, we're going to hop over now to another amazing underground death metal label that also I think does some black metal from time to time as well. And that is Life After Death, which I've talked about several times on here. And this was easily one of my favorite releases that they've put out this year. And this was Sewer with Psychotic Melodies. This is incredible. A great EP. It's only 4 songs. I really enjoyed this. He does CDs, he does tapes. And he did the vinyl with Intolerance, which Did I show this on here yet? I don't think I have. Anyway, this is amazing. Check this out. There's a couple of other releases. I don't think they were considered EPs or demos. They might have been full lengths. But yeah, Life After Death. I had to shout this one out. I've listened to this quite a bit since I've gotten it. So check this out. It is very, very good. Very good. I've talked about Life After Death 100 times on here as well. So we're getting towards the end here. About I wanted to show you guys and talk to you guys about, obviously, Maggot Stomp. You guys know me. I had to keep this. I had to put this in here. So I absolutely love Maggot Stomp. You guys know that. And this is an EP or promo, maybe even the new Coffin Rot, Reduced to Visceral Sludge. So it's only 2 songs. Sorry, my wrong hand. It's only 2 songs. Waiting for the new album. I was hoping it would have came out this year, but I think I don't know what's going on with that. I was hoping it would have, but there's a new song on here, and then there's a Troops of Doom cover. So yes, Coffin Rot is an incredible band. Love them. So they're putting out a new release on Maggot Stomp. They were previously on Rotted Life Records. So this was something else that was released this year that I listened to quite a bit. I'm not a big collector of 7 inches, but I definitely had to get that. And I pulled Stabbed. Although, why do I feel like this was actually released last year? I don't know. Somebody call me out if it wasn't. Stabbed was another EP that was put out this year that I absolutely loved. And I listen to this all the time. Defleshed by Reptiles. And just, I love that color vinyl. It looks so good. I really love this layout. I love the lettering, just how it looks. It looks awesome with the vinyl. So again, I'm not a big 7-inch collector, but I had to get these. So Maggot Stomp, as always. So this year has been incredible for death metal. I've shown so much stuff on here. I probably left off so many bands that I didn't talk about. I know I did in my year-end list, so we'll do another recap again. I'll show off some other stuff that I probably forgot about. What I do want to talk to you guys about is on Bandcamp. If you want to follow me, you can. There's this thing where you can follow people. I think if you just search my name up here, it'll show me up as a fan. You can follow me, and you'll see pretty much everything that I've purchased. And there's a lot, and you'll see what I've been getting. So this is a good way to understand like where I'm getting music and how I'm listening to it. Here's that new Bestial Tongues and Blemish split that's coming out. This one, I cannot wait to get this CD. So I love Mortem. So there's just a bunch of stuff on here. You'll see like pretty much everything that I've bought. So follow me on Bandcamp. This is pretty much how you can keep up with how I'm listening to things, where I'm finding things, what I've bought in terms of digital or physical, stuff like that. There's a bunch of stuff on here that I probably haven't even shown on the channel yet. It gets to the point where it's just so much, and I forget things and stuff like that. Oh, so here you go. Wretched Inferno was another full length on Frozen Screams that was incredible this year. Unfortunately, I haven't talked about him yet, so I'll get there. Tribal Gaze. Oh, I forgot about that. Damn it. Tribal Gaze. Here we go. I've talked about them so much on here and I actually gave away some of their stuff. They were put out in Desert Wastelands. This is an amazing EP. Please check these guys out. They were so good this year. I can't believe I forgot to pull that. See, again, there was so much stuff that just came out this year that it's hard to keep up with. So yeah, Body Box, damn it, is another one off of Maggot Stomp. They had an amazing EP. I think they just recently put out a full length. The guys from Florida. It's fun stuff. Fun death metal. Very good. Very good brutal death metal. So definitely check that out. That was another amazing release this year. And you know, there's some other stuff in here. I don't always just listen to death metal, as you guys know. I've bought some black metal on here. There's an amazing split between the 4-way split between Bloodspore, Coagulate, Gut Void, and Soul Devourment. That was an amazing split this year. So definitely check that out. Yeah, this year was incredible for death metal, guys. So again, I feel like if anything, this video is just a big thank you for everybody that has supported me, from the bands, from the labels, from YouTubers, everything. You've exposed me to so much amazing music, and I've tried my best to support and buy as much as I possibly can this year because you absolutely deserve it. And some of the best death metal I've ever heard of my life was released this year. 1000%. Dungeon Serpent was another amazing release on Desert Wastelands. That is incredible. Check that out. That was also another incredible release. Again, Oxygen Destroyer. They put out an amazing blackened thrash album this year. I have not talked about them at all on this label, on this channel. I'm waiting on a couple of things to do that. So again, check that out. Just so much. There's so much stuff, guys. Like it's Cryptic Mutation was another amazing thrash album that came out this year. Like there's so much stuff on here. So yes, please go ahead, follow me on Bandcamp. You'll get to see everything that I'm purchasing. It has my Instagram link there as well. I'm pretty sure like if you just literally just search me, it'll bring me up as like a fan. Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. And then you click on it and there's like a little follow thing up here somewhere if you're logged into your thing. So go ahead and do that. And yeah, you can also see some wishlist stuff, which I probably need to clean this up because I probably have bought most of this already. Yeah, like I already own that. Got that already. So yeah. So that is my very loose video recapping 2021 amazing underground death metal. Next year, I'm planning on bringing back the distro and labels videos to talk through who I'm buying from, what ones to check out. I need to record another one of those because that is a very frequent question that I get on here is where do you get all your music from? And it is all over the place. For the most part, it's centralized to Bandcamp, but I also try my best to buy from the physical stores because Bandcamp takes an awful amount of fees. They don't always get the revenue that they should, which is why Bandcamp Fridays basically exist, which is fucking stupid. Anyway, so I try to buy from physical stores. So if I know like Life After Death, for example, have their own big cartel shop, I try to buy off of there because I know most of the revenue will go where it needs to go, less fees, stuff like that. Same thing with like Redefining Darkness, Rotted Life. They all have their own websites. So yeah, maybe someday I'll offer up my services if I ever can quit my job and do that for other underground labels and help them out. Because I would love to, I think Sewer Rot and stuff like that, they should do it because I know Bandcamp just can be a big ripoff. Caligari has their own site as well. And then, House Husbanger, stuff like that is where I buy from. So I'm rambling now. So yeah, this has been a great year, guys. Thank you so much for all of your support. Again, I know I left out so much stuff. Like, there's just, my room is a disaster. There's just stacks of music everywhere. So much stuff was bought this year. So again, if you're ever wondering what I'm buying, what I'm listening to, just follow me on Bandcamp, follow me on Instagram. I recently linked my Instagram to my Facebook, so now all of that's going to Facebook. So that is a good way of following me. I try to post every single day. And if you're ever interested in what I might have talked about or anything like that, just message me and we'll talk. So thank you guys again for your support, and I appreciate it. I'm forever grateful. I am very excited for January 1st to announce my next giveaway. 2022 is going to be starting off super strong. The channel's still going to be going strong, and hopefully I can dedicate more time to other projects on here. So thank you guys, and have a wonderful holiday. If I don't talk to anybody before then, if you celebrate Christmas, Happy New Year, or any of that. If not, enjoy your time, as always.